मन मंदिरा ते जाने ओ मन मंदिरा ते जाने उजळून घे साधका मन मंदिरा ते जाने उजळून घे साधका संवेदना संवेदना संवादे सहवेदना जपताना मन मंदिरा ते जाने उजळून घे साधका मन मंदिरा तळहाताच्या रेषानी सहज सुखा का भोगी कोणी तळहाताच्या रेषानी सहज सुखा का भोगी कोणी स्वयं प्रकाशी तू तारा चैतन्याचा गाभारा भर पंखातून स्वप्न उद्याचे भर पंखातून स्वप्न उद्याचे झेप घेरे पाखरा उजळून घे साधका मन मंदिरा ते जाणे उजळून घे साधका मन मंदिरा मन मंदिरा मन मंदिरा
Let's spotlight Colin. Let's spotlight Colin. Colin needs a spotlight. Hello there. Happy
Hey,
Pride.
Kingston, happy Pride.
I love the rainbow in the background.
Yeah.
First of all, that was incredible.
Thank you.
You're such a humble person. You never told me that you could dance like this. I've seen a clip here or there, but I've never seen a full performance. It was really, really incredible.
Thank you.
Tell me why you chose this specific song and this specific performance.
Absolutely. So this is a Marathi song and sung by Shankar Mahadevan. The name of it is Man Mandira, that is your inner your inner voice, or basically you. And I am basically from Mumbai, and I learned Odissi from a school called Smithalaya, which mainly, works for the underprivileged. Also, they are very close to the Marathi community, and I learned a lot about the Marathi culture and everything about everything that they do in Mumbai. And then when I heard this song, it somehow resonated with how exactly I feel. It talks about, like, a seeker or a sadhak, which we all are. We are trying to find our identity and what we really are in this world. How are we accepted, or what exactly our identity is. And then when you hear the lyrics of this song, it talks about the that God or supreme being has you are part of it, and you basically have that inner that power that you can basically do whatever you want. You need to fly, and you basically need to do things the way you want to also, but at the same time be empathetic and have compassion for others. So don't basically demean others, or basically you treat everybody equal.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Colin and I sort of share the same religious background. So we both are gay men, and we both are Christian, right?
Yes.
Christian, Catholic.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I was always confounded by is that, Christians, we believe that we were made in the image of God, right? So if you believe that, how do you discriminate against people, say that you're this or you're that, So I was always kind of confounded by it. But the interesting thing about you is that you come from this conservative background, and this classical dance is also a conservative world, right?
Mhm.
So as a gay man in this world, like what reactions have you gotten from people?
Well, I have been fortunate to have accepting parents as well as teachers, gurus. But at the same time, my initial experience, and when I was growing up, I had a lot of objection from, like, my cousins, families, uncle, aunties, that you being a, a Christian or a Catholic boy, you want to learn. Classical dance, and you're talking about other religions, and this may be like, this is not correct. But I had a lot of support from my family as well. I think when I was 21 years old, when I first uh, was introduced to Odissi, and I saw a live concert. And from then I started learning Odissi. I finished my engineering. I had given up when I was in school because of all the taunt and all the fun that was made of a guy learning an Indian classical dance. And after one point, I made sure that, okay, I am going to learn. It was my parents who supported me. So I started learning at the age of 22. I managed my work as well as learning dance on weekends. And my gurus have been extremely supportive. Uh, we have definitely Indian classical dance, and generally most of the people involved in Indian classical dance are conservative. But I think it's not a new concept. As Sri Devi mentioned before, we talk about Ardhanarishwar, we talk about Shiva, we talk about Vishnu in the Mohini form. So we see fluidity in our day-to-day, the mythology that we basically um, describe, or we basically depict through classical dance. So I don't think so this is a new concept. It's just that we don't speak about it. And even Mona said this before, right? Sometimes we are scared to talk about it, and that's the reason probably the other person on the other side also does not feel comfortable to talk about it. And in my experience, when I have spoken to my friends as well as people, I've made a lot of friends through classical dance, and I'm out to them. Um, uh, they have been absolutely welcoming. There have been instances, where people with a little bit. You need to give them an explanation. You need to basically tell them what exactly what it is. And over the period of time, yes, it definitely takes time. People accept it, and yes, things go much better.
Yeah, and acceptance is so important for healing, right?
Yes.
For us and for our families too,
Mm-hmm.
right? Do you speak any other languages, any South Asian languages?
I speak Marathi.
Okay, so I'm
I
going to make
speak
you speak in
Konkani.
Marathi now.
Okay, Marathi.
Okay?
Yeah.
So, talk to the parents out there in
Okay.
Marathi. And what I want you to do, because you're a board member, right? You're her spokesperson. Talk to them and talk to them about this wonderful community that we're building and how they can find support with us and not to be scared.
Okay, I'll try because
Okay.
I will definitely try. So नमस्कार मंडळी, मी कॉलिन मॅस्करेनस आणि मी रेनबो देसीचा एक बोर्ड मेंबर आहे. रेनबो देसी एक LGBT फ्रेंडली आणि याला एक कम्युनिटी आहे जे खूप साऊथ एशियन लोकांसाठी खूप मदत करतो इकडे आपल्या US मध्ये. आणि तुम्हाला जे काही प्रश्न असेल, तुम्हाला जे काही सपोर्ट पाहिजे असेल, आपले जे बोर्ड मेंबर्स आहे आणि जे मित्रमंडळ जे आहे आपल्या सोबत, ते सगळी एक्स्ट्रीमली फ्रेंडली अँड एक्सेप्टिंग आहे. ते आपल्या फॅमिली सारखे आहेत आणि तुम्हाला जेही काही म्हणजे तुमच्या आजूबाजूला जर कोण असेल, तुमचा मुलगा असो की तुमची मुलगी असो किंवा तुमचा मित्र हो, कोणी असो आणि दे आर स्ट्रगलिंग थ्रू एक्सेप्टन्स ऑर देअर फॅमिली स्ट्रगलिंग टू एक्सेप्टन्स, आपण आहे इकडे. 10 वर्षीपूर्वी असा काही ग्रुप नव्हता. देयर वॉज नो सपोर्ट सम टाइम बॅक, बट थँक्स टू अरुणा किंगस्टन आणि अशा लोकांमुळे आज एक कम्युनिटी आहे, एक सपोर्ट आहे, जो तुम्हाला जे काही सपोर्ट पाहिजे असेल, इट मे बी काउन्सिलिंग, इट मे बी एनी हेल्प, यू वॉन्ट टू टॉक टू समबडी, यू वॉन्ट टू जस्ट जस्ट स्पीक आउट, तुम्हाला जर यू वॉन्ट टू बी एन अलाय, तुम्हाला जे काही करायला पाहिजे, यू कॅन डू दॅट. आणि वी आर डुईंग एन एक्स्ट्रीमली ग्रेट जॉब हिअर. किंगस्टन हॅज स्पोकन बिफोर. आपण प्लीज डोनेट करा आणि सपोर्ट द गुड कॉज.
You're not like an amateur Marathi speaker. That sounded pretty incredible. Colin, thank you so much for your service to the word. You are such a delight, and your love and empathy for our families is priceless. We're so lucky to have you. And thank you for sharing your art with us, and happy Pride.
Happy Pride. Happy Pride, everyone.